What is up, guys? We're here in Sofia again. As you know, I was in Plovdiv for the last weekend, but I basically only was throughout the weekend, and I'm still posting the videos. So there's more coming up, but I'm not there anymore. It's a bit of a strange weather again. Goes from cold to really hot, so you never know how to go out. But it's nice and dry right now, Friday afternoon. We'll think of what to do this weekend. Basically, I have no idea as of now. Was thinking of going to Veliko again, the old Bulgarian capital, or at least the one before Sofia. Veliko in the center of the country, with the old fortress of Tsarevets. I've never truly been in there. Only visited there once on a rainy day, Veliko. So perhaps I should get back just like I went to Plovdiv. My travel style is mostly skipping highlights, which is very strange. Because I like to go where I don't have to walk amidst the crowds, but there's not any crowds right now, I guess. Like to discover new stuff, but was listening to a podcast of Bill Burr, and he said that places are popular for a reason, right? So I always skipped Italy, never went to Italy. But 2017, I went the first time to Rome. I loved it. Went back to Italy about 10 times. So things are popular for a reason. It's not that people are idiots and go to a place that's completely overrated on a massive scale, right? So I should go to the highlights, including the highlights of Bulgaria. I've never been to, the Tsarevets fortress itself. Well, in the pictures it looks really good. Never been to the Rila lakes. I've never truly gone into the Rila mountains at all, like hiking. I wouldn't do that alone, especially not with changing weather. But I should rediscover Bulgaria a bit more. But like, you can name me the weirdest place and I've been there. The most remote corner on a border with Romania that's actually fenced off with branches of trees, where the road just stops. I know that sort of places. I know Vidin, I know Revolut, but I haven't taken the Tesno-Lineka, the narrow gauge railway line to from September to Dobrinište, which I should definitely do. So I was thinking of taking a week off, or already took a week off in July, just taking the Tesno-Lineka and this railway line through the mountains, which must be the most beautiful in perhaps the whole Balkans. Most beautiful train ride with competition of Belgrade to Bar on Montenegro. But there's probably nothing better than this railway line from September to Dobrinište. To give the people who don't know Bulgaria a bit of an explanation, September is a little town near Plovdiv, center of the country. There's this narrow gauge line. What is that? It's just a line with narrow tracks. So there's a slow train driving there, and leads to the highest station in Bulgaria, or in the Balkans perhaps, which is Dobrinište, I believe. It's truly a mountain route, so breathtaking scenery. And Dobrinište is basically the Rila mountains. It's near, is it near Bansko? Perhaps not quite, near Razlog, Bansko, whatever, in that area. I don't know how far it is or if it's in between. Should look at a map again, but it is in the general area, which is then again under Sofia, so basically southwestern Bulgaria again. So you go from central Bulgaria to southwestern Bulgaria. I was thinking of taking little guest houses in between, not only for the experience but also to get tourism going again. At least do my part. That's what I can do. But who knows? Who knows? I was looking of going abroad as well, but I see Wizz Air is doing deals. Like they had a deal of 20% to and from Bulgaria, all flights. And 20% to and from Spain is today, I believe. All flights. But I don't really feel the need to go there right now. Because you also realize that there's people dreaming of coming to Bulgaria right now, to the coast or whatever. And I'm already here, so I can just stay here, have a vacation for, you know, a lot less hassle. Just take a car to the coast, take a train, whatever. You don't even need to book anything. You just knock on the door of a hotel, that's it. No need to do anything. With the flights, I'd be looking up the travel advice, check the flight status. And I just don't feel like it. It's not I'm afraid for the COVID to avoid going to Spain, for example, not at all, but it's a lot of hassle right now. It's a lot of hassle. Bulgaria is basically open right now. I heard that Greece is not playing any music on outdoor bars, only serving food and plastic to take away on the beach bars, you know, and not serving any alcohol, which is, so I'm drinking a lot, but I'd like to have a Mythos beer on the beach with a gyros that's not wrapped in plastic. I mean, that's Greece for me. Not only that, but I like to do the standard stuff in Greece, which is have the beer, have the gyros, lay back and relax, enjoy some music, whatever, sirtaki, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's part of the experience, and I don't feel like wrapping plastic up my food. Perhaps I'm a bit of a diva, but so I don't respect their measures, not at all. But there's basically few good arguments to celebrate my vacation anywhere else than Bulgaria. So we'll see what happens this season. It's really hot right now, it's about 30 degrees. You see everything is open with huge sales going on, like liquidation, 50% sale. Everything needs to go out to the stores. People want to get rid of their stuff very badly. 15% extra. Love summer shoes for sale. You can see this type of shoes. I have these ones from Plovdiv. They're basically perfect. Really love them. Looks right with the outfit. See? No socks. Just little socks that are. Yeah, I have some little wounds from walking. But only the little socks that you don't see. So shoes are perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's see what we can do in the center today. Perhaps have dinner, I don't know, on the terrace. Decided to have a seat at Szczęśliwice, which means the luck or the happy one. Szczęście is happiness or luck. luck is kismet, which Dusty is luck, happiness, you know. Let's see what they have. They have a lot of stuff, so I'll just stop recording now. Rama might take you through the menu. They have a fitness menu with all kinds of chicken and turkey, meat basically, but it's not really with it. Side dish. They have fish as well. Here they have the side dishes. Yeah, it's nice. It's supposed to be a good restaurant. I went a few years ago, but yeah, no, I'll need to take some time to choose. Let's see. Да, може ли панирани пармезанови рибни филенца на пастърва, моля? Пастърва. Да. И една газирана вода. Това е за сега. Има ли нещо като пълненки и такива?
На пърленка или домашен хляб?
Една пълненка с кашкавал и малко шарена сол. Ако има.
Не съм сигурна дали има шарена сол.
Ако няма нищо. Значи само с кашкавал.
Добре.
Меси. Got the purlinka, which is basically like depends what kind of bread you get. It can be like the pizza crust, like they do here, but it can also be like any type of bread basically, except for sliced bread. Then it's a filika. But the purlinka is, you know, you can order it with garlic, cheese, whatever. I ordered it with kashkaval, which is the cheese, and sharna sol, which is mixed salt with some other herbs, let's say, or spices. I don't know what's in it, just salt, wrap some paprika, no idea, but it's really delicious. Some mint. Yeah, the fish is coming. I ordered some fish. Pasturba, I don't know what it is in English. Extra. No, добре изглежда. And here we are with the fish. Pasturba, some tomatoes. You pay 16 leva for the fish. About, I guess, 2, 3, 4 for the bread. So it's about 8 euros for the fish. Some water I have just on the main boulevard. It's a very affordable price for, I hope, something very tasty and healthy. Another person buying the rolls. She's the first person I would buy a rose from. It's not going to be 20 euros just like in Barcelona, Paris. It's probably 1. Probably not 2 euros. 1, 2. She's actually the person you'd want to give 20 euros to. Dinner was really good. At the Szczęśliwice, I just chilling out, relaxing a bit. Here at the NDK Square, National Palace of Culture, which is one of the main places to hang out. Fountains have been cleaned, I'll show you, because they were drained the last few weeks. Look, we have street artists. Basically just the Ramblas plus water fountains. Beautiful evening, really. Not too hot, not too cold. This guy with a keyboard, piano. Oh, looks like a saxophone. Always a good atmosphere in the city. People just chilling out. You know, what else would you really do when it's warm, right? And here on the square we have a lot of bikers with their BMX, skateboarders. It's where the cool guys hang out. Like, I probably wouldn't have minded to grow up here, around the square in the city. I think you'd have a lot of friends quickly. Just have an amazing childhood, riding your bike, coming home at sunset, and later just like when you're about 18, drinking beers, riding the bike, chatting with the girls. It's just fun, you know, see. Just a lot of fun to be had here. And it's made out of nothing, like it's just a square, the people make it cool. Like, it's not the most beautiful square in Europe, not at all. But perhaps one of the more characteristic ones. In terms of architecture, size as well, because it is incredibly big. But also atmosphere, for me at least. I think it's one of my favorite places in the city. Just because of the vibes. Sometimes you should overlook the way things look, although this building, I wouldn't say it's ugly, but it's, you know, from an era that has been closed. Nonetheless, I wouldn't say it's ugly, no at all. It's a masterpiece on its own when you look at the design. Nonetheless, sometimes you need to overlook the, what you would call, monstrosities or big concrete structures, whatever, and just take in the vibe. And it tells you more about the city. I'm always a bit cautious to walk here because you need to look around at the bikes, the skateboard, but you see they're everywhere, so it's a cool vibe. Big square, you can do whatever you want. And nobody bothers each other, that's a nice thing. The vibe is always positive. In all the years I've been, never seen like arguments, like people throwing bottles, fights. See, trash is collected here neatly. There's no trash left on here. Like, it's clean, there's no glass, there's no drug users from what I've seen. It's just it's better than you'd expect from a big city. Like, you'd expect also the bad crowds to come. It's not that you don't have the big city problems, but you can walk here at night safely. It's which a lot of people do, because this square also connects to the other side of the street. I believe it's Boulevard Bulgaria, starting here. That leads to the south of the city towards the ring road, and you cross that with that bridge over there. So this connects the area of the center with Lozenets, which is, you know, a bit of a higher end residential district. Some of the highest prices in the city as well. Near the South Park, the Fusion Park. So we're crossing this building on the left. Center is basically everything here. But you see it nicely connects with the pedestrian bridge. I'll show you in a bit, because I don't think I've ever shown it in a video. So a little bit of exploring At least for you it might be. I've been here 1,000 times, but Gaida. Bulgarian buyback. Might have a sheep stomach, I believe. And like, well, principle of buyback. You blow an air, play a tune. Typically done in the mountains, particularly Revolut mountains. And I believe this gentleman has done this for, like, I've been here for 5-6 years, and he's stood here basically every weekend I've come. See, he also touches the flagpoles sometimes for the noise. And I've never seen him stop playing. I've never seen him stop playing, so he doesn't take a break, see? Which is what I'd call the love for the motherland. Now you might say, well, what is this cranky noise, whatever? In the city it must be, but it's an acquired taste. And it's not just the noise, which might take some time to get used to at first, but it is the atmosphere. Like if you hear it in the mountain, the Revolut mountains, there's a lady singing, doing particular folklore singing. It definitely gives you the chills. Like, it makes you see what it's all about, the folklore, which has survived for many hundreds of years. So if you're interested, you don't know about it, you can look it up. Gaida, Bulgarian Gaida, whatever. There's like 1,000 clips online that are really unique. So it's just spelled Gaida and then Bulgarian Gaida music. With the singing in particular, I would describe it as magical. Truly, it's not to exaggerate. I'd say it's magical. So here we have the bridge. Below here is the switch bar, really cool open air bar. Might as well show you. Because our bars are open. And anytime, on any evening, you can come here, chill out and have a drink, see? Isn't it cool? People hang out. So here we are with the bus, Sidimchest 76, goes by my home. This one's on the way to Kotsidalchev, and basically the other way, that way. You know, here you see an old trolley bus. Not the oldest one there is still, but they're becoming more rare. Also, if you look at the cars of the city, a lot of them are new. See, we have the sports cars, motorbikes. So things are changing. You see some older cars, but fewer and fewer. 5 years ago, you would mostly see old cars, second-hand from wherever. But now, things are changing. We have very few scooters inside. You'd rarely see them in Sofia. People who go to the Netherlands, they are surprised that scooters are everywhere. There's thousands. Here, not that many. So I can see the traffic. It's always busy day and night because this is one of the main axes of the center. This is Aleko Konstantinov, famous writer. And this picture collection, they often do picture collections here of whatever subject. This one is about like sketches of springtime. This one, Etudet Sofia, is a Facebook page as well that posts pictures of this city. See, here you see roses, the street. Here's Boulevard Bulgaria, I believe, starts here. Some higher buildings, and the Hilton over there. Real nice pictures. Like, I wish I could make photographs like this. But mine are not too bad either. Here you see new metro station. It says in the tunnels of the metro. This is the new part of the NDK station, National Palace of Culture. It already has a station, but it's going to be a hub where you get another line passing through. Then we'll get a triangle in the network that leads from NDK to Serdeka to the Sofia University. And here's the NDK station. It gets a lot of criticism because it doesn't really resemble the building or whatever. It just looks very modern, but I'm not gonna criticize it. Like, who am I? I like it, I guess. What do you expect of a metro station? It looks better than a whole lot of other ones in Europe, that's for sure. Like, people would have expected a sort of historical reference to the building. I can understand that, but this is what it is. Does it have character? Maybe not, but it's the era. 2020. See a lot of beautiful pictures. And you actually see that if you go around Sofia, you get a lot of little moments. It's a city of little moments that are very much worth taking a picture of. Like this on the left. This actually is in the city. It's a South Park Fusion Park when it was blossoming, about March, April. It's really in the city limits, just right there. Called my mom and dad before going down the terrace. They said that it's rainy and cold, so I thought, I'm not going home yet. Just go out and get a drink, be nice shoot. After all, so I'm here. Might as well sit down on the terrace. Unless you actually need to make a reservation to sit on the terrace right now. It's open, but you cannot just go. But here it's free for all, which makes it a whole lot of more easy and pleasurable, because taking a terrace is often more of a quick decision rather than a pre-planned event, especially if you're alone. Just want to sit down, have a drink. You see. A nice little coffee with a heart. What else do you need? Beautiful spring evening. summer evening. Okay, it was a great evening. Good news is I picked myself a date. So we'll have a walk somewhere and see whatever. But it's too nice of an evening to stay inside, you know? So I just looked on the apps. There's always someone. Great people around, great guys. And so it's good to have a date, get to know new people and see. So that's what's gonna happen, and I'm pretty excited. Anyway, by the way, guys, like in the closet completely, which is cool, but yeah, I saw a picture, but I'm not gonna film the date for obvious reasons, because it would make things very uncomfortable. So yeah, that's it. We'll keep you posted.